Hello, Love 52. How are you? This is Tuesday of week 34. And before I get into talking about the topic, the issue that I would like to address this week, I want to remind us, for those of us who have been around Love 52, or if you're new, somehow you stumbled upon us for the first time today, this might be new, but it's just going to be a brief overview. There's other videos in the past, and we'll talk about them again in the future, about what I call the three categories of psychological emotional needs according to me, which means you do not have to agree, I do not have to be right. But this is what I think. See, until we learn really how to love ourselves, which we encourage here and we talk about and we promote, but until we actually learn how to do that, we need people to show us love. That's the first category. We need to be shown love, which according to me means interest, time, energy, and attention. And when it's authentic, they're all four together and there's no expectations of reciprocation. We need to be shown those four things. We need to be shown love. How does it make you feel when somebody gives you interest, time, energy, and attention? Chances are you feel loved, category 2. What does feeling loved mean? It means we feel important, significant, valuable, accepted, wanted, needed, special, a priority in somebody's life, blah, 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 whatever is synonymous with those words. We need to be shown love. We need to feel loved. And then we need to believe that we're loved, which means we believe, in addition to feeling, we believe that we are important, significant, valuable, blah, blah, blah. Okay? If you need more about that, more of that information or details about that, there's previous videos about that, and there will be future videos about that. So, here's the question. How have you managed losses in life? And specifically, when I say losses, I mean losses in relationship, breakups, separations, divorces, maybe infidelities, because there's a loss of trust in the relationship. Maybe it's passing away. Maybe a loved one has passed away. How have you managed the emotions and all that's included in that? You know, I mean, if you were receiving love, if you were being shown love, interest, time, energy, and attention, and now they aren't. You know, if you were dependent on other people, someone else giving you love, what happens when that's over? There's a void, right? There's a hole. And if that person who is giving you love made you feel loved, which is huge, you felt important, significant, valuable, blah, blah, blah. Now what? And you believed it. Now it's gone. Now what? You know, I think there's a lot of gray areas in the world and in life. Not everything is right, wrong, good, bad, black, white. According to me, not everything is what's called dichotomous, which is all or nothing thinking. Except this category, number 2. We either, 2 and 3, we either feel and believe we're important, significant, valuable, blah, 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 or we believe we're not. We feel loved or we don't. We believe we're loved or we don't. It's very seldom when people say, well, I feel loved enough. Well, that's definitely an unhealthy relationship. So if you've gone through breakups, divorces, separations, losses, whatever, in relationships, how have you responded? How have you filled that void? You know, hopefully my hope for you these days is that you have healthy understandings of love and a healthy definition of love. You know, hopefully, you know, learning about ITEA and learning about these categories that we've talked about, loving ourselves and loving others. Hopefully, you know, you can look at it now and say, oh, it's pretty healthy in my life. And this is how I deal with situations these days. But see, we have not always had this knowledge. We haven't always had these insights, and we have experienced breakups. and losses in relationships. And how have we reacted? And I'm asking these things because our reactions may have complicated or made love a little confusing. How many of you have, experienced breakups and quickly got into a new relationship? Calling it a rebound, right? That's what it's usually called. What does that mean? It means that we fill the void quickly. And so somebody who was giving you ideas no longer, and now someone's giving you idea, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's consuming, and we just feel great. We feel so important, right? And so people sometimes quickly enter into that relationship, even though it might not be as ideal as we make it out to be. Some people, they fill the void with drugs, alcohol, instant gratifying sexual behavior, shopping, eating, smoking, all kinds of things. Maybe just take a look at your past, at your history, and maybe just ask yourself, how did I respond in the past when the person I was dependent on to give me love, Itea, left or betrayed me or was no longer there, or maybe you decided to be the one to leave and stepping away from having that individual. How'd you react? How'd you respond? My hope for you, as I said, hopefully these days you have a more clear understanding of love and loving, and my hope is that you've been loving yourself consistently. But it's important to take a look at how have some of our reactions and responses in the past complicated or confused love in our life. So we're just taking a look. I know that rebound relationship seems to solve our heartache and fill the void in the moment, but I've been there, and it wasn't a healthy relationship. So take a look and see, how have you complicated? How have you responded? And did those responses or reactions, did it complicate love in your life for a bit? We're just taking a look. All right. Continue, though, to spread love and continue accepting the authentic love that others want to give you. And be sure to consistently keep loving yourself. If you're new to Love 52, there's more to come. If you've been around Love 52, there's still more to come. All right. Spread love. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.